everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another one of my palette swatch reviews and tutorials. Today I'm reviewing the new Morphe palette, which is in collaboration with KathleenLights. I've been watching Kathleen's channel for well over a year now. I think she had about 1 million subscribers when I first subscribed to her, and now she's nearly hitting 3 million, which is amazing. I think she's so funny, she's so down to earth, she's so relatable, and when I saw that she released this palette, my first obviously instincts were I need to get it, so I did. It comes in this palette, okay, it reminds me a lot of my Zoeva Warm Spectrum palette. When I first saw it, I saw the finish in her video and I knew it was the same, and it's got a magnetic case and it's slightly different to the other Morphe palettes. I've got two of the Morphe 35 palettes which are plastic and they've got a clip kind of seal. This one is magnetic, which I really like. It's just like really soft. I said that in my last one, but it is soft. It's just, I like a soft palette, okay? You've got the shimmering red, they kept the red theme, which has got Morphe X KathleenLights on it, which I really like. And inside, the colours are absolutely stunning. I think that all these colours are I just love it. I can't. Colours up in this top corner here, they're really, I get like a Christmassy vibe from it. I think that they're really festive, they're lovely and warm, and I'm drawn to warm colours anyway, which I really like. And then you've got the more bold colours down here. These ones I used on the lid here because I saw in Kathleen's video when she was showing all the swatches for it, she said that these colours were stunning like on top of each other when you pair them together, which I have done in this look. The colours are really nice, they're really buttery, they're really creamy, especially the ones with shimmer in them. They blend out really nicely, and I really think I'm going to get a lot of use out of this palette. The palette retails for $14.99. I'll be inserting some swatches. Some of them I can just do one swipe. Others I kind of built them up a little bit just so you can see a little bit more of the colour. But the pigmentation of them is really good, especially in the more shimmery shades. I will link Kathleen's video below so you can see her talking through all of the shades. Now this has got nothing to do with Kathleen. This is to do with the Morphe website. I normally purchase my Morphe stuff through Beauty Bay, but I was keeping a check on Beauty Bay as well as Morphe when it launched, just to see if it was going to be on both. But as it's a limited edition, I don't know whether it's exclusive to Morphe or not, but I thought I'd pick it up anyway on the Morphe site rather than waiting to potentially or potentially not come to Beauty Bay. But one thing we need to address is $23 shipping to the UK. That's expensive. Guys, $23. I mean, I was like, it's limited edition, it looks stunning, I know I'm gonna love it, and I have created 2 looks, and if you want to see them, then please keep watching. Okay, so I did just go and watch the video, or started to anyway, of Kathleen doing the look that was very similar to this one. She did say that it is currently out of stock, and because it's limited edition, I mean essentially that did mean when it's gone, but she's trying to get it back in stock. If you guys do want to get your hands on it and you haven't, I just thought that I would come back and let you know. So keep an eye on Kathleen's social media if you do want to go out and grab this palette.
I wanted to start off by apologising for my voice. I'm a little raspy as I am ill at the minute. So for the first look, I am starting off by setting my eyelids, and my eyelids are already primed. I'm setting it with this bone shadow, just so we've got a clean base to start with. Then I'm using a fluffy brush and this shade as my transition shade to warm up the crease. After I've done that, I am blending with the same fluffy brush that we used to set our primer. Then using a pencil brush, I'm dipping it into this lovely warm pinky burgundy shade to define the crease even more and then blend it out. And I'm just continuing to do this until I have got the intensity that I like in the crease. Then I'm going back in with a transition shade just to blend that all together to make sure that there aren't any harsh lines and that everything is nicely blended, and then continuing to build up the colour in the crease until it is as I like. Then just highlighting my brow bone using the first shade in the palette and again blending away with a clean fluffy brush. Then starting off with this beautiful shade, just packing that all over the lid and kind of blending it into the crease ever so slightly so that it all seamlessly blends into each other, and then using this lovely gold over the top just to get a really nice rose gold finish on the lid. Then taking the brushes that we used previously and another fluffy brush just to blend and tidy everything up and do any touch-ups. Then taking a smaller pencil brush, I am just taking this cool toned brown, packing it onto the outer corner just to really deepen up the outer corner and blending it out. And I'm continuing to do this, as you guys know, until I've got the kind of intensity that I like, but you know the drill by now. I pack it on and then I fluff it out, but I continue to do this until it's as intense and as matte as I want it to be. And again, just touching up the lid just to make sure that nothing has fallen away in the blending. On all the blending, you know what I'm like, blend, 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 touching up, doing the same thing again, going back in with all of the brushes. And then I'm mixing these two shades together, again, just through my crease to make sure that there is a seamless blend. I'm tightlining my top and bottom waterline with my NYX Treasure liner and using the transition shade on our bottom lash line, followed by the really nice burgundy colour, building it up so that it's kind of mimicking what we've got on the top in our creases, and then you're going back in with the cool toned brown just on the outer corner to tie that in to the outer corner of our lid and blending it all together as usual. And then mixing these two shades that we had on our lid just to bring it down into the inner corner. And again, making that a little bit more defined by doing the same thing we did on the lid, mixing those two shades together just to blend everything together nicely. Moving on to liquid liner, I'm doing a wing with my trusty Poundland eyeliner. I'm adding mascara. I have a white mascara to start with and then a black one on top, which are both from Kiko, and adding lashes as well. And this is the finished look. This is look number 1. I really like it. It's nice and Christmassy and festive, and I love the colours together. I hope you guys do too. Moving on to the next look, I kind of wanted to do a soft cut crease with this one, but use those really nice green shades in the palette. Again, my eyes are prepped and I'm setting it with this bone colour to start with, and I'm using tape as well on the corner of my eyes to get a nice sharp wing. I'm using this colour as our transition shade and just buffing that all through the crease just to make sure that we've got it nice and warm, and I think that will look really nice against the green. Using a small pencil brush, I'm building up this other brown warm shade in the crease. So I'm focusing this in my crease, really nice and precise, and I'm just continuing to do this until I've got it as intense as I like. So I'm just building up the colour step by step and blending it out every time. Then I'm blending it out even more using the transition shade, just so again everything is nicely seamlessly blended and there aren't any harsh lines. And even though this is a cut crease, I still want it to be quite nice and soft and blended. Now to really start cutting and defining the crease, I'm taking an angle brush and the cool tone dark brown. I'm just running this through my crease. And I'm building the colour up, and once I've done that the first time, I'm going in with a pencil brush and the brown just to blend it together. I'm doing this about 5 times and I wanted to keep it in. I didn't want to skip through it, just so that you guys can see how the colours build and how they blend and how pigmented they are when you're working with them. I'm continually going back into the palette and picking up colour each time. Then I'm using our transition shade just to again blend everything together. And now I'm going to really carve out the lid space. I'm using my Maybelline 24-hour colour tattoo. I'm just popping this all over the lid and I'm leaving a little bit of space. I'm not going all the way up to the crease, but I'm just leaving a little bit of space so that you can still see the line that we've done. And then I'm blending it out with a pencil brush just to make sure that it's not too harsh, because I still want it to be a soft cut crease. Then packing this kind of mossy green shade to start with all over the lid, and then following that with the really lovely bright pink, it's not pink, bright green shade, and then going back into the cool toned brown just to further cut the crease. Of course, blending it out with the brown shade. And using the black here, I didn't want to do an exact wing, but I kind of wanted to imply a wing. So I'm using an angle brush to start with, then a really thin brush to continue doing that. And again, using my Poundland liner, I'm just lining the top of my eyes just so that we've got a guide for when we pop our lashes on, and continuing to build up that smoky wing effect. Then removing the tape, I am lining my eyes again with the same liner and had a little faff around trying to make sure that the wing matched up the other side, so I did that. Now to under the eyes, I'm starting off by smoking the transition shade all over the bottom lash line with a pencil brush. Then going into the cool toned dark brown and focusing that on the outer corner, but bringing it over slightly, but mainly in the outer corner. And then on the small pointed brush again, I am taking the black and just really focusing that along the outer corner, so again that it connects with the wing, and then blending it all together as per usual. And then I'm mixing the two shades that we had on our lid just to bring it down, not really as an inner corner highlight, but just to kind of bring the colours down into the inner corner. And then highlighting my brow bone with the same shade that we set our primer, having a nice little blend as usual, using the same mascara, and then using these lashes from Backstage Lashes in the style Chelsea. And while I was waiting for the glue to dry, I just continued to deepen the crease and make sure that it matched the other eye by dipping into the cool tone brown and just blending it all together. I hope you guys like both of these looks. I tried to use different colours in both of them so we can see how to get the most out of the palette. I love this palette, as you heard at the beginning. I really hope you enjoyed this. Give this video a thumbs up if you did and want to see more reviews in the future. Thank you guys so much. We hit 4,000 subscribers last night, so please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye! Ooh.